Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. This was day 6 of the 4th week of my training of my, I guess it's a 5-week block. I've been saying 4 weeks, so I thought it was 4, but it's actually 5. So this is the last day of the 4th week, and there's just some hang power snatches with hang power clean plus pause jerks, and then the strength work I put on the following day. So I did the second half of the workout on Monday, which has been my strategy throughout the AI, just so I could train every day if I want to. But I've actually been utilizing some days off, and it's been helping. But it is kind of nice to have like a weightlifting specific day and then a day where it's just strength worked. It's not necessarily physically easier, but I do find it a little bit mentally easier knowing that I can work a bit harder in the weightlifting movements, because I'll have a whole day of rest before I'm able to, or before I have to do strength work. So I'll talk more about the strength work that went really well in the next video, since you guys will see that, but I'll just focus on the stuff I did here, which these were surprisingly going really well. I had done that really heavy session the previous day, so I had very low expectations going into the session, but I felt like I was moving really fast and moving effectively, and it was kind of weird. It was almost kind of confusing because I just wasn't really expecting it, because I was tired from the previous session. I haven't done hang lifts for a while. But I guess just doing hang powers is just an easier variation just in general to do, but I guess for me, because it's just more of just a pull, so I suppose that's probably why. But as you see there, I was just able to keep moving up, and was able to even go up to this 100 here. I think originally it was just sets at like 72 or 73 kilograms, and obviously it would go up as the sets went because there's like 5 sets of doubles. But going up to this 100, I think that's close to my best. I feel like I've done a hang power with like 105, but as far as the double goes, I feel like I've probably actually done 100 before. I'm not really sure. We'll see. Because I'll probably have to do this again at some point, and maybe try to do 102 or something. But then did some of the clean jerk work, which you can see here is just hang above the knee, or hang power above the knee plus pod jerks. I use straps for these because they're from the hang. And because in theory I was just going to do powers with all these, which is the ideal time to use straps if you are ever going to utilize them for cleans, is when you're going to be doing easier powers, just to kind of save your wrist. I'm just going to power through Bo just barking at random nonsense out there. But you see here, just doing some sets at 100. Bo's very angry at my voice in here, but there's more likely just a small child walking out outside, or a Sasquatch, and anything in between. You see here is 110, a pretty easy power clean. And then the pause jerk. Pause jerks are always weird because I always feel like I don't pause well enough on them, but that one looked pretty good. And then this, I was hoping to do a power clean or a hang power clean with, and unfortunately I did a full clean, which is terrifying, but thankfully I stuck with it and made sure that I didn't break both my wrists. But because it's a light enough weight, I'm not too worried about it. I would even be able to miss out in front if I was that worried about it. Oftentimes what happens if I have a straps on and I'm doing a clean and it feels like it's out of position, I just get out of it. And I think that's kind of the big thing, is knowing how to get out of a lift if it's not working, and not being so hard stuck on committing to completing the lift that you get hurt. Because I think that's where most weightlifting injuries happen, or most of like the crazy videos that people see of people dropping bars on themselves, is they overcommit, but they don't know when it's time to get rid of it, or how to be committed to it until the point where it feels off, and then just getting out of it. And I think being mature enough, or being able to, I guess it's more of a mental, it's not a maturity thing, it's more of a mental toughness thing, of knowing when to stop with a weight, whether it's a snatch or a clean jerk or a squat, is a sign of just, I guess, training maturity is probably a better term for it. Because you'll always be able to go to the next day of training and to be able to repeat weights, or to be able to work up to those weights eventually again. But if you drop a bar in the back of your head, you're going to get in your head because you're going to be worried about, a potential injury or something. I miss a snatch behind me. You guys see me miss snatches all the time, or clean jerks or whatever. I'm not worried about the misses as far as like I'm going to get hurt or like this or that. I'm annoyed about not making the lift, but I'm not missing a snatch behind going, whew, I almost died there. I'm just like, oh, I missed it. So I think it's good in the sense that I miss a lot. Sorry, Bo is still angry at everything. It's not good that I miss a lot, but I do kind of build the mental fortitude to know that, like, if I miss, I'm not going to die, because I know how to get out of a weight, or I know what happens when I miss behind or in front or whatever. Anywho, Bo made me lose my train of thought, but I think that's enough for this video. Apologize for Bo being angry in the background. That's just kind of his MO, is to bark at anything that moves outside, because this is all his territory. But anywho, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next video. Peace.